All right, let's take a look at the other example. In this case, guys, we have a negative 4 times a 5x minus 4 plus a 5x plus 3 is equal to 34. Same idea on this one here, guys, but we are going to be doing an extra step of combining like terms. So let's go ahead and start off in this case, guys. First things first, I want to go ahead and distribute, right? Go ahead and multiply this in, right? So I should have in this case, guys, a negative 4 times, let me go ahead and put this in parentheses, times in this case, guys, a 5x. In this case, I want to go ahead and give me in this case, guys, a negative 20x. And then I have the same negative 4 in this case, guys, but now we're going to go ahead and be multiplying by another negative 4, which in this case would give me a 16. So this section in this case, guys, became these two. So let's go ahead and write everything down on the bottom. I have a negative 20x plus a 16, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring all of this down here, right? Plus a 5x plus 3 is equal to 34. So the first part in this case, guys, was to distribute. Part number 1 was to distribute. The negative 4 into the parentheses. All right. Now, step 2 in this case, guys, is actually focused on combining like terms. Now, what I can combine in this case, guys, in this section here, is I could actually combine a negative 20x plus a 5x, right? If I combine those two, I'm actually left with the negative 15x, right? So these are out, right? Moving on to the next ones that I can combine, I could actually do 16 plus 3, which is going to give me a 19. Now, keep in mind in this case, guys, when we're combining like terms, we're actually taking a look at the numbers that are on the same side, right? Terms that are on the same side, not the ones that are on the opposite side. So it's same sides first. So and that would give me a negative 15x plus 19 is equal to a 34. So step number 2 in this case, guys, step number 2 in this case was to combine like terms. Combine like terms. All right. Now, next step in this case, guys, is similar to what we've been doing. We want to go ahead and leave the x alone, so we're going to go ahead and move everything to one side. So I'm going to go ahead and start off in this case, guys, by subtracting 19 and subtracting 19. I know that would actually give us a negative 15x on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, it would actually give us a positive 15. So step number 3 was to subtract 19. Then between the negative 15 and the x, they're multiplying. So opposite of that in this case, guys, is division. So then x in this case, guys, should give me a negative 1. So step 4 was to divide. Divide by negative 15. All right, and those would be our steps. So we first, once again, in this case, guys, distribute. Then we focus on combining like terms. Then we add or subtract and multiply and divide to leave x alone. All right, next one, guys, next one. So same idea, guys. I have a negative 3x minus a 3x plus 2, or times a negative 3x plus 2 minus a 2x minus 1 is equal to negative 35. So first things first, guys, let's go ahead and distribute this out. So multiply into the parentheses. So I know that that's going to be, in this case, guys, let me bring that down. It's going to be negative 3 times a negative 3x, right? Negative 3 times negative 3 is actually going to give me a 9, so it's going to be a 9x, all right? Next one in this case, guys, is negative 3 times a 2, which is going to give us a negative 6. Once again, in this case, guys, the 3 came from here. The negative 3 is there. And then in this case, this negative 3x came from there, and the 2 came from here, all right? So we're going to go ahead and rewrite this now, guys. In this case, I have a 9x minus a 6, and then we're going to go ahead and bring all of this down. Minus a 2x minus a 1 is equal to a negative 35. Right, so the first step in this case, guys, once again, was to combine, no, I lie, to use distributive property, distribute. That was my first step, distribute. First step. Second step in this case, guys, is for us to combine like terms. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and combine in this case, guys. Like terms, they have to have the same variable and same exponent. In this case, it's going to be the 9x minus the 2x, which should give us, in this case, guys, a 7x, right? And also the constants, which is negative 6 minus a 1, which actually gives us a negative 7. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite the equation in this case, guys, as a 7x minus a 7 is equal to negative 35. So step number 2 in this case, guys, was to combine like terms. Combine like terms. All right, that was the second step. Now, from here in this case, guys, once again, let's split the equation. I'm going to go ahead and add a 7 to both sides and add a 7. That's going to give us, in this case, guys, a 7x is going to be equal to a negative 28, right? Opposite sign subtract, you keep the sign of the bigger number. From there, I divide by 7 because they're multiplying. So x in this case should be equal to a negative 4. Negative 4. So then third step in this case, guys, was to add 7. And last step in this case, guys, was to divide by 7. Right. Now, last problem for you guys to do in this case, guys, is actually your practice problem. Practice problem, so make sure you have this complete when you submit your notes so we can get full points here.